how to do a reverse phone lookup. Verizon. I came home from dinner and sat down to have a nice meal with my family. This is the average weekday night, casually asking my daughter how her day went, surprised that she actually put her phone down long enough to drag her away from her text messages. Asked my son how his days at soccer practice went, then the phone rang and I immediately ran to pick it up because who would call at this time? Turns out it was a debt collector, except no one in my family has any debts. Yay, he was calling to find my deadbeat brother-in-law. Deadbeat aside, he doesn't live here. What's this guy doing? He got me so riled up I decided to do a reverse phone lookup. Verizon. Turns out Verizon will not really help you out with anything closely related to reverse lookup or anything. They are pretty worthless with it actually. So I had to turn to my ultimate resource, Google. Let's see if using Google will prove more useful than trying a reverse phone lookup. Verizon. So going on Google to see what a reverse lookup entails is not something for the faint-hearted. Turns out there are a logical hierarchy to reverse phone number searches. If the number is a listed number and is in the white pages, it's pretty easy to find the owner of this phone number in the details. However, cell phone numbers and such are not listed in the white pages, and generally many people choose to have their numbers unlisted as well. This prevents phone spam and soliciting, and also prevents businesses from being harassed. So I needed a way to basically have called ID on the web with this reverse phone lookup. Verizon if I could. Basically my search number was unlisted, so I'd have to go about this in another way. This number was either an unlisted number or a cell phone number, since neither of these are in the white pages. While doing a white page reverse phone lookup is free and easy, most of the numbers you encounter from people from whom you actually want to do a lookup for will have an unlisted number. Or they will have more commonly a cell phone number. Really, who doesn't have a cell phone number now? I know many people who use a cell phone exclusively for both home and personal use. Generally only families have a home phone for 911 and family emergency purposes, although even I will admit the home phone is never used for calls, which is why I also ran to the phone in the first place. I thought it was an emergency. Turns out that in order to find this number I would first have to do an area code search, then using that particular database, narrow down the phone even further by city code, and then finally I would have a general area at where I would have to investigate further. Of course, had I done a bit more Googling, I would have known that there are websites that specialize in this, and all you have to do is type in the phone number and the website will search every conceivable database for you. In the end, I found out that the person calling was a scam artist. He just calls people who have debt and tries to collect from their extended family. So with this reverse phone lookup Verizon, I was able to protect my family. If you need something like this as well to protect yourself, you can visit www.publicrecordsgov.info.